Time for a little inspector theater. Can I come in? Come on in, Mr. Fire. The door's open for you. Thank you. You always make me feel so warm and welcome. No. This door's supposed to have a spring on it. It's also supposed to have a gasket, but they will install these gaskets like right before. They don't want them torn up from clumsy old construction men and that kind of thing. But no, and when they have a spring, they'll adjust it out so the door stays open for clumsy old construction men. But we don't even have a spring hinge on this door. All right. Oh, they're not required. No, you're supposed to have a spring. We don't put them out here. No, you're supposed to have a spring. And I get it. If you're carrying groceries in, it can be a nuisance. But most of the things you care most about are on that side of the door. You might have a jalopy in here that you want to tinker on or something, but most of the things, your art, friends, pets, family, not necessarily in that order. Some of these things you care about. This is supposed to have a self-closing spring. And it's in this book, this big blue book called Code. That's where it is. So, but that's not why we're here. We're here for the garage car entry overhead panel door opener. That's what we're here for. And it's halfway open for a reason. Okay? It's because we wanted to make sure that it's balanced. Okay? We wanted to make sure that the spring balance. So that is a good thing. So did that stop it? Maybe we do the other way. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, so this is the garage overhead door. This is the door control button. It's not supposed to be closer to the floor, to the threshold, than 5 feet. Okay? That's cutting it awful close. So little hands can get up here. Alright? And then you're supposed to have a warning notice posted on here. Usually it looks like a kid, picture an illustration of a child being squashed. I call them squash pictures, stickers. You're supposed to have one of those. We got a tape measure out here, because we're tape measuring people. Okay, we're just go down here and see. We'll go 5 feet. There's a button. It is. It's high enough. It's high enough. But it's still supposed to have the warning notice posted right there. And that same warning notice, or one similar to it, some of them have more verbiage and less illustration, should be posted on the inside of this door. So we do not have our warning notices. Our optic sensors are not supposed to be farther from the garage floor than 6 inches, and they are. Our wires going to our sensors are not, those are not insulated staples. Those are just raw staples that can cut the wires. Now you're supposed to have these, pinch notices, is what I call them, on the corners, of both corners of the first panel, and we've got those. Oh, wait a minute. Let's read you for a little bit. So some of them have operate only when it's properly. Do not permit children. Okay, this is the warning notice. You could even use that same warning notice over here. They'd have different styles. Some of them have illustrations, some of them have more verbiage. But you do have a warning notice posted on this door. You do not have a warning notice posted by the door button. We do not have insulated staples. Our optic sensors are too high. We do not have pull handles inside of the door. Now the manual door lock has been decommissioned, and that's a good thing because we have an automatic door. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. So, in my inspection agreement that my dear client signed, it says that I do not do block tests to test the sensors. I made a business decision to do no harm. Let's see if I can even get this thing to work. There we go.
In the meantime, there's our care and use manual, and this door is on a GFCI circuit, but it should have a little notice. See these notices right here? Now who's going to get up there to read that notice? But technically it's supposed to have one. So I made a business decision to do no harm. I do not do block tests. I take my big old flat zombie hoof. I break the optic sensor. The door senses that somebody's crossed the line. The door goes into reverse. And so here I go. Just a dancing fool coming across the floor here. And there it is, the optic sensor. We know that the safety reverse works. I did not do a block test. The builder wants to show you this. When you do orientation, he's going to show you how the door works. He's going to show you this handle. Instructions for the block test are right there. And if they get lost, I've got a copy of the instructions for the block test baked into your report. Anybody can do it. The builder wants to show you this. Sometimes they forget because they're kind of in a hurry. But all you got to do is just stop him and remind him to say, aren't you supposed to show me the block test on the door? That's what I understand. So we come over here to the switch that's low enough. It doesn't have the warning notice. And we push this again. We got pinch notices. Do not have a safety notice. Do not have a handle inside of here. It does go into safety reverse. You know that. We got the emergency release handle. We got the courtesy light. We got the instructions. So we got all those things. The only thing we don't have is the builder showing us the block test.